Hello, everyone. Welcome to Auntie Derek's Daytime Tea, where we discuss the latest celebrity tea in the news. And we do it live every weekday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Chatmosa. I'm your host, Auntie Derek, and today is Friday, December 5th. Happy Friday, everybody. So with me on the mic, I have some fabulous co-hosts, my gorgeous moon, my icy chili, and my Libra queen. Hey, ladies.
What's up?
Hey.
Good morning.
Good morning indeed, or good evening, depending on where you're listening from. Well, I want to give you all a friendly reminder about my giveaway, our hot tea cold cash giveaway. So until January 19th of next year, we will be giving out $100 a week to a lucky supporter of the show. How you get entries into this giveaway, you RSVP to every show. You attend the live show and stay in its entirety for an additional entry. And for another entry, you can share my show on social media with the hashtag Auntie Derek. So do all this, and you have a chance of getting 3 entries per day. So today is the last day for week 4. So next week we'll be going into week 5. And as you know, we'll announce week 4's winner on Monday's show. So I'm so excited. So get those entries in, y'all. Now, I am truly excited right now. So yesterday at the end of the show, I teased that we will be having a special guest all the way from across the pond. And that guest is here to talk about her fabulous shoes. I am so excited that she is here. And if you will look on the green donate button, you'll see where it says Isa. And this is where you can go right to Isa Ifoma's website to see and purchase her fabulous shoes. So I want to welcome to Auntie Derek's Daytime Tea, Isa. Hi, Isa.
Hello, everyone. How is everyone doing? I'm so excited to be here. Thank
Baby,
you.
we are good and we're fabulous, but not as fabulous as you and your accent, honey. I have to say, I love it, honey.
I'm representing from across the pond, So, yes, I'm going to do my best.
Ooh, I just love it.
You're doing very well. So I'm going to share the website to my jumbotron so for the people to see. So to get so again, you can click the green donate button to go to her site, or you can just click on slide 3, where you can go to isaifoma.com to see those. And I'm actually going to share. So while I share my screen, Isa, I'm going to ask you some questions about your shoe and your First of all, look at this. Look at this, honey.
It's cute, right?
Baby, it's gorgeous. My goodness, these are
Love it.
fabulous.
I love the feather. I love it.
Thank you.
Some
So now,
shoes and some earrings. Ooh.
No, I have
yes,
ideas. I've got some ideas coming soon. It's all coming soon. Sorry to interrupt you.
girl, no, don't be. I'm so glad you're here. This is your time to shine, and you in these shoes. So now, the first question I have is, what inspired you to design these fabulous shoes?
So, anyone who knows me knows that ever since I was like super little, I've just been obsessed with shoes, especially heels, because I feel like it makes an outfit. So, I would be the one who'd be like in my mom's wardrobe, just getting the heels to go nowhere because I wasn't wearing them to school. So, I've just been obsessed with them my whole life and fashion generally. But shoes were always the thing. I was like, yeah, that's the thing that makes an outfit. So I've just been obsessed with them since I was young. So I've just that I think is what inspired me. And one day I was sitting in my corporate job and I was like, wow, this is so dull. I really don't like this. I'm not having a good time. And then I was like, well, you have free will. Just go and do something that you want to do. So I actually took a course in designing shoes specifically at the London College of Fashion. So I think it was like a 3-month course. So I learned everything. And I had this vision in my mind. And I was like, I got to the end of the course and I was like, this is actually useful. I'm going to do it. Like, why not? I'm going to design something that makes me happy, and those were the shoes. So yeah, that's kind of how I came to designing it.
Oh my God, I love that. So basically, for what I heard was you were not happy in your situation because let's face it, nobody's happy whether it's corporate America or corporate United Kingdom.
Exactly.
Corporate is, ugh. But you were not happy in that. But you actually did the work. You took courses, and
Yeah.
then on. Oh my goodness! And no, we actually also for the listeners, we have her BFF here as well, Nicola, who has her hand. Now, Nicola, did you want to add something?
Yes, I just wanted to say the fact that she has been into shoes her whole life is not even a joke. Fun little story. When we first met, we met when I was, oh bloody hell, 18?
Yeah,
18 years old, and
yeah,
I'm now
bloody
a
hell
woman
indeed. Yeah,
of a certain age. And when I met her, I was a tomboy, shall we say. And I remember she bought me my very first pair of heels. And ever since then, she's been bullying me and she refuses to let me wear flat shoes and when we go out together. So this is not a joke. She's very serious about this heel ministry.
Oh, so bullying works. So I love
Bullying works. That
like
is not the key
absolutely,
message we were trying to take
absolutely.
away.
It is the key message because she'd put them on and she'd look amazing, and she'd be like, "Oh," and I'd be like, "Yes, that's what you're supposed to do." Yeah, no, I'm very serious about it. I'm very serious about it.
good job, Isa. I'm glad, Nicola. I'm glad. Yes, I'm sorry you had. I know it was a little frustrating, but I'm so glad that she bullied you and took because no, throw those flats out.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
Let's not too much on my flats. I still wear them, but yes, this is why I moved out of London. You see, had to run away from her.
Impossible.
Touche.
Don't mind her. Don't listen to her.
Sorry, let me go back to minding my business. But I just had to add that in there because she did turn me into a real girl.
I love no. That's really good and valuable insight, honey. Now, so in the middle of your story, so this goes into my next question. So when you were doing your courses and things, now when you had those ideas for those, like, did you sketch them at first, or were they just kind of in your head and you went from there?
So actually, it was interesting because I knew for sure I wanted to like design some heels and like I'm a, I was in those clubs, I was in those streets in the 2010s. So to me, I just wanted a very, very sexy shoe. So I was thinking, I was like, okay, I like the elements of gold, I like the elements of black. So I was playing around with a few ideas and none of them were really looking amazing. But then very long story, but I met the person who eventually manufactured the manufacturing house I eventually wanted to work with. They're based in Italy. And then I went over to their showroom and I was kind of showing them my ideas in terms of like the shape of the shoe. I wanted it to be strappy. And I saw that they had a few concepts with some feathers. And I was like, but it wasn't in the placement that I've got it on my shoes. And I was like, I want these to stand out. I want these to look like nothing I've really seen before. And I just like, "Oh, okay." And I was in my I remember I came back to London, I was in my house, and I was kind of playing around with things. And I was looking at different collections of the designers that I like, the usual, like Louboutin, Gianvito Rossi, Sophia Webster, actually, who is a UK-based designer. And I was like, wait, it was like the most light bulb moment. I was like, hold on, feathers, like feathers are nice. Feathers look cool. Feathers are still rooted in nature. Like it's not too it kind of captures the essence of what I want. It's still sexy but unique. So I literally was just I ordered some feathers and I was just playing around with the placement of how I wanted it to look. And I was like, okay, I like peacock feathers and I like color and I like this gemstone. And it was just kind of trial and error a bit. But then when I found it, I was like, no, this looks nice. And I did a little mock up, sent it to my manufacturer, and yeah, that was it. So to answer your question, I wanted them to be bad bitch shoes, and then I was like, bad bitch, but make it fashion, and that's kind of how I got to the design.
Well, honey, mission accomplished. Because when you look at these, you see bad bitch, but make it fashion clearly. And then I have to say, when I was telling my co-host about before you came on, I gave them the site, and they showed the first thing that my gorgeous moon said. Oh my god, I love the feather. So clearly, the feather is right where it needs to be. And this, I'm inspired. So now for those of us who are seeing, so let me just kind of point my mouse and you can kind of see the front where the feather is located for both. And if correct me if I'm wrong, but did the Mimi come out first? Because I
Yeah,
remember saying okay. Yeah, I
so they
remember seeing the Mimi first. And then I was like, oh, we have the Gabriella now.
yeah, it was a yeah, that was my sick because also because it's all self-funded, I was like, okay, let's save up the money, make the first one. And then I was getting some feedback from people and they're like, why don't you just try it in a different colorway or do a different type of design? Because feathers are naturally quite various,
Mhm.
varied. in nature. I was like, yeah, I can do a different design, different kind of different sort of colors, but still it has its own personality, if that makes sense. So yeah.
Makes perfect sense. Now, what inspired what's the story behind the names of the shoe? Like, how did this become the Mimi, and how did that one become the Gabriella?
My favorite, I'm really happy you asked me this question. So I have three nieces. One is called Maria. We call her Mimi, Maria Isabella, and one is called Gabriella. So when I was designing these shoes, because anytime I design anything, because now I'm looking to go into designing clothes and anything else, I always try and draw inspiration from women around me. And I was like, okay, so I've got this thing. So anything that I've ever designed has usually got the name of a special woman or girl in my life. And she was super young at the time that we were designing it. She's a miracle baby. And I was like, do you know what? There's not a more I just thought it was a really nice way to kind of honor her. And so the first shoes were called my Mimi sandals. And I've got another niece, Gabriella, who is right behind her. And they've kind of got the shoes match their personalities, if that makes sense. Maria's very like she's such a beautiful, gentle soul. Like she's very sensible. She's like a sensible little girl. She's just really, really lovely. And then Gabriella's a little bit more different. It's a little bit kind of different colors. She's a bit more effervescent. So I was like, yeah, I think these make sense. I think this matches perfectly. Now, no one tell my third
Listen,
niece, please,
incorrect.
because
Gabby is crazy. That's
yeah,
what you're trying to say. Gabby is the rowdy one, and we
I
love
said
her.
effervescent and dynamic. Yeah. So we're going to use those words.
She's
But
unique, our
she is
alien
unique.
superstar.
Yes. And they're both beautiful. And I was just like, I think this would be a really nice way to kind of like honor them. And then I remember when I had my prototypes for them, I took them home and they were like, and I was like, and I've called this Mimi, and Maria, like, she welled up. She was like, Mimi, like me? And I was like, yeah, they're named after you. So I really like the names because it's just I guess it's an extra way, an extra layer of my life that I've kind of tied into something that I love to do. So that is the story behind the names.
That is, I was when you were telling that story, I was just smiling from ear to ear, and truly almost shed a tear. That is just so adorable.
They are
Oh
my
my
baby.
god.
Favorite little people. So I need to design something else quickly so that Zara can be because she's even rowdier. So yeah, but that's the inspiration behind them.
Thank you. And Nicola, did you want to elect? Because I know you got some tea, girl.
No, I'm not going to shed any more tea because not too much on my favorite Gabby. But I'm just going to say after Zara, when we get in the Nicola, because I feel like you said it's named after the woman in your life, and here I am without a
You
shoe.
know, we have company. Why are you doing this? Don't do this here.
No, now I must.
I'll text you. I'll text you right
I
now.
love it.
Don't do this
Now
here.
you have to
Okay?
answer in front of an audience. Don't lie to the people.
You
When
see
we
what I
get
have to go
a
through.
sensible flat shoe called the Nicola.
Hello, I'm with it because I'm trying to get
Yes. Oh my God. Why your best friend channeled my question? I'm like, girl, I can't wear heels no more, but I mean, can I get a flat?
The Nicola range.
And
Yeah.
that actually goes into my next question, because I was going to ask, do you even, but based off of what Nicola said earlier, I don't know, but do you have plans of ever designing a flat?
Do you know what, at the because designing shoes and especially where I've made them is quite expensive. So what I'm looking to do, because as nice and beautiful as these things are, I do actually want to cater to more people. And yeah, that is feedback that I got against my will from Nicola that we need a flat shoe, but it's definitely something I'm thinking about doing in the next year, in the next year. Just things that are more wearable. So shoes, maybe looking into like clothing and apparel more. So things that people can express themselves with. So things that are still a little bit unique, but that everyone can wear. So yeah, watch this space.
I love it. I love it. And we might that well, I think no, now Nicola, I love you, girl, but I do think to keep in line, with the last two shoes, it has to be named after. Well, not,
Right? Oh, exactly. Don't listen to her. You need to just don't listen to her. Just stop listening to Nicola.
Be on my side. What happened to loving the best friend?
I love it. Well, and the last question that I have for you today. So, which celebrity do you secretly imagine wearing your shoes?
It's not a secret. I have a mood board. I actually have I have a very serious collection of celebrities. I love me like a fashion girl. So in my mind, there's not just one. There's maybe like five or six. Firstly, is Kelly Rowland because I love her. She's so beautiful and she's like a real fashion girl. I can see the outfit in my mind. I can see the dress. I can see the shoes. I think she'd be amazing. Similarly, I think Sierra would look amazing in my shoes for the same reason. Like she's so statuesque and she really can wear a heel. Um, oh, thinking about it, Rihanna also wears a heel, so maybe her as well. You shouldn't have asked me this question. Like a Tracy Ellis Ross, maybe a Solange. You know the girls who are into something and like they're into fashion, but they can really their fashion is unexpected. It's interesting, and they take risks with it. Those are the kind of celebs I think would work really well. But if you're going to ask me one, it'd be Kelly Rowland because I'm just obsessed with her. I think she's so beautiful.
No,
So
I'm glad.
we're
I thought we only had time for one, but no, I love that you gave us a whole list, and you
on mood board. They're all on there. I'm manifesting. I'm like, don't
and it
worry.
is not lost on me that you pick super fabulous ladies, like super fabulous entertainers, like you said, the fashion girlies, the quote unquote the bad bitches.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, they got a little bit of taste and they always look sexy and put together. Yeah, that's my it's gonna happen. I'm putting it out there, I'm putting it into the universe. But in my mind, I've been saying this for like 2, 3 years. I put her on my mood board every year and I'm like, don't worry, soon enough it's gonna happen. So when it does, I'm gonna be like, well, I told Derek that it was gonna happen, and now look at it, it's happened.
And Derek is telling you back that it is certainly going to happen. We're going to speak that into the universe.
We are. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. No, it will. It will. So I'm excited. It's just I'm excited about the journey because I feel like every year or every month I learn something new. Because I'm self-taught, right? But the learning process I'm realizing is part of the process. You learn something, you lose a bit of money, you make a mistake, but you get back up and I just know that at the end, Nicola's always like, she's gonna blow, you are gonna blow, even when I'm like, I don't want to do this. This is too hard. I don't want to edit this content. I don't want to do this. She's like, well, you have to keep going because you're going to blow. And she keeps calling me her meal ticket, but
No, honey, we all need a Nicola, honey. Like
we
for real, for real.
do. We do. So yeah, it's good. And I know it's going to happen. So I do appreciate your support. And thank you so much for having me on here. Even just this means a lot to me.
Oh, and honey, you are always welcome back. So, because I know we have one crazy time difference, but if you ever get bored enough to want to come and sit here with us, please come back.
Oh,
And
I will. What do you mean? Of course. It's dark and miserable here. I'll log in. Like, yeah, I'll be here. Don't worry.
and Nicola, did you want to add something?
I sure did, because this girl does not like to talk her shit enough for me. So, on the topic of celebs, I know she has moved on to people who she wants to wear her shoes, but did you know that a Spice Girl bought two of her shoes? So, we've
Excuse
got
me,
Why you ain't
exactly,
tell us that, girl?
exactly.
Oh my
So,
Isa.
we
God.
have the Mel B who
Yes,
bought
Melanie
two of her
Brown.
shoes.
I ride for her. She saw my shoes because I was at this event. Actually, yeah, that's yeah.
Okay.
So we met her at this event, and my other friend was like, "Tell her about your shoes." I was like, "Why would she care about my shoes?" And she was like, she was hit me. She's like, "Tell her about your shoes," because I asked her a question about, she's quite fashionable, and like, in the Spice Girls, she was the one I looked to, and I think she's the one a lot of girls of color look to. And she was like, have you got your shoes there? Let me see your shoes. And I was like, oh, these old things? And she was like, they're beautiful. Like, I
Girl.
really love them. Like, I want a pair for myself. And then she got her publicist to message me, and she bought two pairs of shoes. I was like, you can have them for free. That's why I always have a lot of time for her. She was like, no, I'm not taking this off you for free. And she paid for two pairs of shoes. And she was like, I'm so proud of you. You're gonna do really well. Just keep at it. And I was like, that was definitely like a big moment for me. So thank you for reminding me, Nicola, because I
I
always forget.
know it
I always
was. Just like you didn't even tell us about it. It's
I
like,
know.
um,
I'm always
I
looking
think
to the next
people
thing.
can appreciate that humility in you, that every time they see you, you're not breaking open your book like, you want to see my shoes? Because you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Some people get overzealous.
yeah,
But I think people can appreciate that and say, oh, you do shoes? Well, let me see them, you
yeah,
know? So I love that. And yeah, come back and let us know. You put out a new product, you want us to see it, want us to talk about it. That's what this show is about. We
I'm
want
gonna
to
hold you
uplift.
to that. I've got a lot of stuff in the works. I'm
I
definitely gonna hold you.
tell her, Auntie, we
Yes,
uplift
I'm
in
so
here.
serious. Please come back. We would love to have
I
you.
will. I
You
will.
and Nicola. And like I said, you see how Nicola just had to do that kind reminder?
Yeah.
This is why everybody needs a Nicola, because the first thing that should have come out of your mouth, Isa, is that these are Mel B approved shoes, honey. Now,
You're so
Got
I'm
to
gonna let
keep
you in
the
on a little
energy in her.
secret. Black
Spice up your
Americans,
life.
Black Americans, when I tell you how much we ride for Mel B, honey, now we like the Spice Girls, but when it comes to
right.
Scary Spice, oh,
Yes.
we live for her. So
Yeah. Me too. I was so taken aback. She's so nice in real life. You know, sometimes you meet people. She was so down to earth and she was so lovely. And she was just like, I'm so proud. You're going to make it. Don't worry. You're going to make it. Just keep at it. I was like, oh, okay. Mel B, I have so much
Oh,
time for her. Like, yeah. So they are
yeah.
Spice Girl approved. They are Melanie Brown approved.
There you have it, Miss
girl,
Girl approved.
Yes.
the next time you go on a show, girl, especially an American interview, and especially if they're Black Americans, make that the first thing. My shoes are Mel B approved.
You know, I will do that. Thank you for that
Well,
reminder.
maybe
I'm
not the
definitely gonna
very
do
first thing, Auntie. Maybe the second thing.
Oh
that.
no, because I like we live for some Mel B over here, honey.
We do over here too. I love Mel B. Like I love her. I think she's amazing.
Yes, go ahead, gorgeous moon.
Um, yes, lead with that. I agree. And I want to say, I love you and Nicola's relationship. It reminds me and my bestie. This is that banter. I'm like, oh my God, this is exactly us. And we do the exact same thing. I already know this is your ride or die, your
Yes.
golden girl,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, she's not going anywhere. I can't go anywhere. Even when we try and fall out, I leave it like maybe 6 hours. I'm like, hi. Hey.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. So,
she's family. So yeah. Like,
yes, I love that. I love it.
I'm trying to
Uh,
stay quiet, but I'm actually secretly gushing in the corner. Love you, babes.
love you. She said I don't say it out loud enough. I'm always saying it to her, by the way. Yes. No, I
No,
love
she doesn't hug me. That's what she doesn't do. We'll talk about that later.
why are we
not in
doing
front
this
of
in
not in
front
front
of
of
hug her,
company.
hug
Oh
her.
my God, this is so funny to me. Because I'm the affectionate one. And my friend's like, ew. But she
So
loves
you
me
know my
down.
pain.
Yes, but she loves me down. I know she does.
Exactly.
Of
You
course.
right. You right. You right.
Go ahead, Chili.
Oh, thank you. See, I've never had the ear of a shoe designer. I don't know if you have boots in your future, but as a girl with a big calf, finding boots that come up to the knee has been
Let me write this
just
down.
it's impossible. I have like lower boots, combat style, that thing I can wear. But if you ever, want to go into a niche, creation of a boot that's maybe stretchable, that's
Yeah.
something stretch suede or something. For us big calf ladies, I want to just put that in your ear.
I'm writing it down. Don't
It,
worry. I'm
you know,
taking all this
it
feedback.
may
I've
not,
got, I've got
you
notes,
don't have to
notes
do it,
here.
this year or anything, but
We've got flats. We've got thigh high boots. I'm writing it down with the wide calf. So just yeah, I'm gonna
yeah,
put it
yeah.
together. Think about what I need to do probably for next winter. And I think that's actually a really good idea because lots of people actually say that to me. And I think
Do they?
yeah,
Okay.
they do. And I appreciate it because people are like, oh, I know you. Do you want to try this? And do you want to try that? So I just need to just build up my brand. And I really do like all the different ideas and then just think about what's going to work and then get in touch with the right people. But I'm really glad that I can get feedback like that, like directly. And it, because I'm a small business, it helps me to pivot quite quickly. So I can do things that other businesses can't do, test and
Okay.
learn. So I'm always open to feedback. So yeah, I've taken a note. Don't worry. I've written
And
it down.
don't put that tall little heel on it there.
Okay, yeah,
You might have
don't
too many
worry.
sizes or something. I don't know. I'm
Noted.
just putting that out there.
Baby, one of my co-hosts, when she saw the shoe, I'm not going to say who, but she was like, "Oh, this heel is skinty." I was
It was me. It was me.
It is.
I
It
need
is
some
not, they're not the long
stabilization.
walks. They
Need some
are you get in the car
Exactly. Those
platform.
are
and
sit
get
and
in the
look
middle, you
cute,
come out. Yeah,
stand and look cute, and please put me in a car.
yeah,
That's
Right.
all.
yeah.
Don't move. Don't walk. No touch nothing.
It's always funny when I'm trying to do content and like it's been a whole day and I get out of the shoes, I'm like, fuck. I'm like, ow. My shoes hurt so much. But they're really nice.
Heels are
Beauty.
not for the weak, baby.
They're not,
Heels are not for the weak.
but they're
Beauty is so
sexy.
cool, I tell you.
Sexy, sexy over everything, you know? So yeah. But I've definitely taken it on and it's definitely something I'm gonna look into. So watch this space.
Yes, I love it. Well, I have two more things. So the first thing we have a comment here asking a question. It says any promotions for this Christmas and do you ship to the US?
So I do ship to the US, and I just thought we just missed the Black Friday sales, but because I'm in charge, I'll do a Christmas I'll do a Christmas sale. I do ship to the US. I ship all over the world, but yeah, especially the US market is something that I'm really looking to grow and develop into. But yeah, I do, and I will just because you said that I will do a Christmas sale like a. Oh, you guys don't have Boxing Day, do you? I found out Americans don't have Boxing Day.
No, we don't
Do
do
not
that here.
know.
Just call it a post-Christmas sale then. I'll just call it that because we call
Yeah.
it the
Okay.
Boxing sales over here. But yeah, I'll definitely don't worry, I got you. I'm gonna get it sorted out and I'll have something on there.
Yeah, sales
Yay.
after Christmas are a big thing here.
Yeah, exactly. It's like here as well. So yeah, I'm making notes. I love this. This is like market research. So I'm gonna write that down as well. Cars, flat shoes, sale.
Wildcat boots.
Why can't you did say why can't we? Yes.
And the last thing, so now for those who are listening, where can now other than your website, and I want to make sure that the people know how to spell your website correctly. So to go to ifamas.com, you spell her name AIZE and then IFEOMA.com.
Yes.
So other than your website, where else can the people find you?
Oh, as in me or the shoes? Because me, I'm on Instagram doing my little thing, showing my clothes and my process. So that's just actually what's my Instagram? I can put it on here, but it's AIZOMO. So eyes Omo at Instagram.com. And I'm on TikTok as well. Izofoma TikTok. And then Ifoma Shoes as well is my personal one. So I'm usually on there just talking. So you can definitely join if you want to hear my inner thoughts and my process and the different things I'm doing, how I'm designing things and creating new things. So either Instagram or TikTok, and also Isaac Farmer on Instagram as well. So there's me, there's the brand. We're all happy to have you in my cinematic universe.
Hey.
And Twitter. Wait, what is my Twitter? My Twitter is through my eyes. I promise I'll be on there because I need to.
Listen, honey, a lot of people left me on there for dead, so I totally get why people. I'm really the only crazy one who stayed over there, but
Oh,
I
I like
get it.
it. No, Twitter makes sense. Don't worry. I can't ever leave it because there's too much that happens on there. And I never laugh like I laugh on Twitter because there's just so much happening on there. There's nowhere like it. So don't worry, I'm still there. I've got you.
Yay! Well, Isa, again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for telling your story about these fabulous shoes. And I certainly hope this like starts off your US takeover, honestly.
Oh,
And
thank
remember,
you so
lead with
much.
these are Mel B approved shoes.
Yeah, no, I will. I just want to say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for having me on here. Like you are just so amazing. Like you're such a great person. I love all your co-hosts, and it's really just been my honor to be here. So I really want to say thank you as well. I really appreciate it and appreciate your support. And I'm always going to support back. So thank you. Really,
You
Thank
know,
you
the
for
honor and the
coming.
privilege is all ours, believe us.
Yes, thank you for coming. Thank you.
thank you.
And thank you, Nicola, for making her, pump herself up.
Anytime. Unfortunately, she's stuck with me, so no choice.
Yeah.
Well, ladies, we are gonna. So you are more than if you want to hear some of this American tea that we have here, you are more than welcome to stick around for the tea because we're gonna jump right in, honey.
Oh yeah. I'm here. I've
I'm
actually
here
got a cup of
too.
tea. I've got some tea and some rum. I'm here to listen and laugh.
Yes,
Okay, well, I guess it's tea time.
it sure is. And you know, like well, we like to start off with if there's any new updates,
Diddly 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 diddy.
And we don't want
baby,
no Diddy new.
baby. You know he,
Dirty, dirty Diddy. That's what he is.
honey, especially after this documentary, you know he is going to be in the news for at least another 2 weeks now. So I know I got about like 2 weeks of content just readily available for me. But the first thing we want to talk about is I have this link here by way of Hot New Hip Hop, and you should see where it says the Notorious B.I.G.'s estate addresses allegations from new Diddy docuseries. Oh, it was sorry. We have a comment say, "Yay! I gotta give me some new heels. Yes, honey." Well, in the new Netflix docuseries, Sean Combs: The Reckoning, Kurt Burrows alleges that Diddy agreed to pay for the Notorious B.I.G.'s funeral, but later made his estate foot the bill. Sean
Mm.
said, "We're going to do the biggest funeral for Biggie that New York has ever seen," Burroughs alleged. We start to put that together. He starts to see the price. He says, "We're going to do the biggest funeral, but Biggie's going to have to pay for this funeral." He was going to make the funeral be a recuperable charge to Biggie in death, Burroughs continued. Sean doing a big show looks good on him, but he's not going to tell the world that Biggie was going to pay for it. Now, however, Big as the state manager, Wayne Barrow, has addressed these allegations and insisted that they are absolutely false. Barrow recently spoke with Lauren LaRosa, who relayed his message on The Breakfast Club. He says that a lot of people have been blowing him up following this documentary, she explained. He wanted to speak out, and he made it clear that this is on behalf of Miss Valletta Wallace. He says there are a few allegations he wanted to address from the doc. So number one, there's this allegation from the documentary that Diddy used Biggie's record label deal or his own money to pay for Biggie's funeral. So Wayne tells me that is completely not true and that he himself officiated the funeral and planned it along with Kirk Burroughs. He also talked to me about the contract conversation, LaRosa continued. So there's a claim in the doc, and this is a claim that has been circulated for some time, that right before Biggie's passing, there was an issue with contract negotiations between Diddy and Biggie Smalls. He says that is completely not true as well. He says that life after death was already done, so there were no contract negotiations happening. Very interesting, honey. Very interesting. So the estate is coming out to say, okay, look, now that's not. So now it's starting to look like, because Kirk, if you lied about that, you know what I'm saying? And that's like something that's like one of those details that you really don't have to lie about because you really gain nothing. To me, like you gain nothing from. Am I going crazy? Like you don't like you gain like he didn't really gain anything for saying, oh, because you already had your own shit going on there. We truly believe that story about Diddy coming in with the baseball bat and trying to intimidate you into signing over your shares for Bad Boy, but like this kind of I don't know. It's just like when you lie about something small like this, or maybe he truly believes, maybe he's misremembering, or maybe he truly thought that this is what I don't know, but that's I just found that to be a really weird thing to have to lie about.
Mhm. Look, and I mean, I know Diddy is dirty. I know he is very dirty, but I think people are attaching a lot of conspiracy theories to things. You know, just being nasty.
So your man did not vet these stories, or
Mm.
what's going on here? So there was some falsities in this documentary.
It's starting to look that way, honey. It truly is.
Mm-mm.
It truly is because that goes into our next story that we have. So y'all, I know y'all remember the Punisher, Sheree Hayes.
Oh, oh no.
Well, the Punisher, he was one of the sex workers that actually testified on trial.
Oh
Oh,
Remember
yeah.
that
him?
Punisher.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that Punisher.
That Punisher, honey. Well, Sheree Punisher Hayes challenges Netflix's Diddy docuseries statement.
All right.
So chill, you might be on to something, honey. And you see, I just
Mm.
shared it by way of all hip hop. And it starts by saying Netflix has sparked shockwaves across hip hop and the wider world. The streaming giant clapped back at Diddy's team with a force. Netflix dropped a statement saying the new docuseries about the embattled mogul is all legit and blasted claims that the production used any illegally obtained material. They're basically telling Diddy's lawyers to cut the noise because everything was vetted properly in the docu series, the four-part docu series. This all comes as Diddy continues battling for his legacy from behind walls of the Nice Beast, aka Fort Dix. But here's the twist: Netflix insists nobody on the project was paid, which is believable given how most documentaries operate. They told Variety that every participant volunteered without compensation, but there was a lone voice of opposition. Sheree Punisher Hayes, who sat with us recently and laid out some explosive context of his own, says that this is not accurate. According to him, another escort named Clayton Howard claimed he was paid for his appearance. Punisher states that Howard told him directly that Netflix slid him a check for his time. Now, it's very possible Howard did not tell the truth. That makes him look more official. But if he did truly receive payment, then Netflix statements gets a wrinkle. Howard made a series of allegations that Diddy flat out rejects, including that drugs were mixed into the baby oil used by Cassie and the escorts. The public is glued to this docuseries. I have watched 1.5 times already. Facebook is basically a nonstop debate club about Diddy right now. Netflix and 50 Cent clearly understand the magnitude of what they've unleashed. The streamer rarely loses public battles. Seriously, name the last time Netflix went to war and took an L. I'll wait. True. For now, we'll be watching how this unfolds. If Clayton Howard truly got paid, the lawyers will start circling. Not sure what they can do legally, but it may gnaw at the credibility of the documentary. So we'll just keep talking for now. And by the way, the rest of the interview with Sheree is on the way. Mm-mm.
Wow. Okay, fitty pennies.
Because Netflix did come out and say that nobody was paid,
They
nobody was
did.
compensated for this. And so now the Punisher says, "Well, wait a minute. I was told by he himself, the one who whose meat I want to see." Because I'm like, well, if it's doing all that, I want to see what it looked like. But unfortunately, y'all, they didn't show any meat on the documentary, which I guess is a good thing because I guess this is
But you digress.
yeah.
Okay.
But
Before
I
you
found
go
that to
any
be
further.
look just like Isa said, her she love how y'all keep me together.
It's a tough job, but somebody got to do
it's so it's so hard.
Well, chat. So yeah, I actually found that to be very, very interesting. And something else that I found interesting, honey, is that my man, honey. So didn't really like this documentary at all. So he didn't like it to the point that he done sent 50 some flowers, bitch. He done sent 50 some flowers to Miami, child.
What? Cause
it. Well, was it really him or was it somebody else? Because I saw some chatter about that.
Well, we about to find out because I just shared this all hip hop link and it says 50 Cent suggests Diddy sent flowers to Miami club as a warning over explosive docuseries.
mm,
So 50 Cent claimed Diddy sent him a bouquet of flowers to a Miami nightclub, suggesting the delivery was a veiled message tied to the release of Sean Combs' The Reckoning, a documentary he executive produced that scrutinizes the embattled music mogul. The rapper, born Curtis Jackson, posted a photo on Instagram showing a floral arrangement addressed to him at L11 Miami, a venue located on 29 Northeast 11th Street. The card attached to the bouquet appears to confirm the delivery destination, but it was 50 Cent's caption that drew attention. What kind of gay shit is this? Diddy sending me flowers at Club 11? LOL. Why out of foreplay get busy? You know I'm stupid, he wrote. The post suggests 50 Cent interpreted the gesture as more than just a surprise delivery. Given the timing and their long-standing feud, he appeared to take it as a provocation. A warning, I'm 90s grimy. I'm sorry, I'm 90s grimy. You don't warn me, LOL, 50 Cent added. And the post comes just 3 days after the December 2nd, 2025 release of the documentary that compiles the testimony from the alleged victims, former associates, and jurors. And the series paints a damning portrait of Diddy's alleged misconduct, including abuse and manipulation. And then it just ends with how Diddy's team fights back. We've actually talked about that quite a bit here, so I don't need to reread that. But yeah, so do y'all think it was like a kind way? Because you know what they used to send people like a fish
I
wrapped in
call
newspaper.
bullshit.
Oh, you do?
I call bullshit. You know how many females have sent themselves flowers
Okay.
before? how did Diddy in jail know where he was gonna be at? Who knew? Who knew where the party was gonna be at?
Well, I
I
mean,
just
you know he did it is if he want to do something, honey. What did you watch the documentary yet?
girl, no, no. But I feel like he sent them flowers to himself to hype it up, to make it seem real nefarious. I don't believe it. I'm sorry, I don't.
No,
I
I
don't.
hear you. I truly hear you because it's like where did however, like in the documentary kind of really highlights that if Diddy wants something done, it's going to get done. Right. So he had that's
Yeah.
all he has.
Well, and how do you strengthen that type of claim, or that thing that's out there about that,
Because I
without
took it,
sending him something?
does he own Club Miami? Let me see. Does 50
I don't know.
Cent
Mm-mm.
own Club Miami?
When I heard that, I was
Well,
like, that just sounds so really. How convenient. And he sends you flowers as supposed to be the note. I'm not buying it. I feel like that was a stunt.
you know what you might be because I'm looking. Now he's a. It says 50 Cent is a frequent and popular performer and a regular patron at 11. So I guess maybe that's common knowledge, but
It
maybe
wasn't for
I'm
me.
wrong.
Hell, I didn't know. But I mean, honestly, I don't know. It just that seems too convenient. Like I don't know. It seems fake to me.
Moon says y'all can trust that scammer if you want to, Lou. We already got a couple of stories, honey, about how shit ain't what they saying it is.
Hmm.
Oh, you might be right, girl.
I don't know. And this little
Stand by your
thumbnail of him,
man.
he looked like he's still. I'm sorry, he looked like a Neanderthal.
Mhm.
Y'all said sexy. I'm not seeing it.
He
Mm-mm.
is gorgeous, honey.
Okay, that's a bit much. That's
I
a bit
got some he
much.
can act like a Neanderthal with.
I'm going on mute.
Well, now this is actually very interesting as well. And because this is actually still about the Diddy doc, I told you it's quite a bit of news about him in his because everybody since this documentary came out, the internet is on fire, and people have been like telling their stories as well, like specifically Misa Hilton. And for those who did not see the doc, spoiler alert: if you don't want to hear this, then close your ears right now. But Eric Sermon is in the documentary talking about how Diddy pretty much moved to steal Misa Hilton when Eric and Misa were dating. So Diddy took it as a challenge and pretty much befriended Eric to try to steal his girl. And Misa pretty much she denied all of that. She told the only reason I know this is because I saw Lauren LaRosa talking about it on Breakfast Club one morning. But Misa denied that. She said it did not happen like that. It didn't happen that way. Something, something, something or other. But anyway, I bring all that up to say now. Well, the lady who directed the Sean Combs the Reckoning, her name is Alex Stapleton. Well, she actually reached out to Misa to do her own documentary. But with this news, this recent news, I don't know, girl. But you all should see I just share here by way of vibe. 50 Cent's Diddy director offers to team up with Misa Hilton to tell her own story. Mm-mm. Well, filmmaker Alex Stapleton, director of 50 Cent's explosive Netflix documentary Sean Combs The Reckoning, has now turned her attention to stylist and cultural architect Misa Hilton. Stapleton has reportedly reached out to Hilton in hopes of teaming up on future projects, including a potential documentary centered on Hilton's foundational role in the birth and rise of Bad Boy Records. On Thursday, December 5th, Hilton, the mother of Combs' eldest son, Justin Combs, she shared screenshots of Instagram DMs in which Stapleton introduced herself and opened the door to a creative partnership tied to an upcoming Netflix-based work. What would happen to? I'm sorry. Would you happen to have a few minutes to connect tomorrow? I would like to introduce myself and tell you more. The partially shared message read. Stapleton went on to clarify her intentions, emphasizing that the projects she had in mind revolve around Hilton's own legacy rather than her proximity to Combs. There's two separate projects, but both do involve your own show. My goal is to really lean into all that you contributed to hip hop and Bad Boy. In a quick call, I could explain better. Hilton reveals she has already spoken with producer Eric Sermon, who appeared in The Reckoning, where he alleged Combs had once damaged his longstanding friendship with Hilton and the possibility of working with Stapleton. Still, she made her boundaries unmistakably clear. I'm not doing interviews about Sean, Hilton wrote back. Noting she take the meeting out of respect for her mutual connection with Sermon. Her post also featured two pointed biblical references, signaling a renewed sense of agency as she steps forward to reclaim authorship over her own story. God didn't hand David a crown. He handed him Goliath, Hilton wrote in the first slide of the post, with the last quoting Isaiah 42:22. Until they confess all the lies against you to gain favor, they'll never know peace. And then it just kind of ends with what the docuseries is about, which again we've already seen it and we've talked about it to death, so I don't need to read that last passage.
I
But
was gonna say, I hope she don't believe that woman talking about she just want to speak on her participation in the Bad Boy Empire. And obviously, she said she wasn't going to talk about Sean, so I figured she wouldn't.
yep. Well, Misa, I have to say, girl, even if it's not with Alex Stapleton, make it with somebody. Your story and your contributions, baby, they need to be told. A lot of people don't realize that a lot of the fashions that they wear to this very day were inspired by you. And the Gaga is, honey, Misa and Little Kim was talking about how they were inspired by the ballroom culture, by the gays and the dolls, honey. So
Well,
yeah.
she figures they're going to ask her questions about Sean, and they probably will. I mean, I would think that even if they say, "Oh, it's not about him and your involvement with him," I mean, she has a child for this man, so yeah. Unless they're really upfront about not including that part, I can't see her coming forth with anything, which is sad because I think it would be important to talk about her role.
I mean, yeah, she was there, and like you said, I believe it. They're gonna be trying to be slick with it.
Hmm.
So,
And even if
mm,
you really try your very best, like, because I'm even thinking about it on the side of the interviewers as well. Like, you try your very best to not talk about Sean, it's going to be really difficult because he is a really huge part of her story. So it's just, yeah.
right, but I doubt if that's what she wants. At this point, I'm sure she does not want to get mixed up in the middle of that at all.
Well, she shouldn't have had her ass at that damn trial, honey, walking on them crutches. Did I
Look,
say
she
that out
had to
loud?
support. Yes, and she needed to support her child. That's still her
Why she
baby
can't
daddy.
go to the trial?
Could have supported his ass from home or across the street at Burger King. I know they got a Burger King across in that courtroom. She ain't have to go over there.
Oh, oh my God.
Mm-mm.
Ugh.
It was not a good look, honey. I'm sorry. And then I want to know more because we haven't heard anything else about her lawsuit against Mary J. Blige.
Mary, I hope
Hmm.
they got that situated, and because they were good friends. That's sad.
Mhm. What according to Mary, they're still good friends, but I guess business is business, honey, and I don't know. And they girl fighting over dick, allegedly, a
Oh
nickel.
Lord, don't say that. I'd rather them be fighting over money, child.
But
Don't say that.
it's a combination of that because Votto, Misa's alleged man, is alleging that Mary's production company is because of his relationship with Misa, they're shelving his albums and stuff. So that's pretty
Mm,
much what's going on, and that's why Misa's being sued for like they're conducting secret meetings with him behind Misa's back, knowing he's supposed to be.
yeah,
And I'm sorry, I misspoke.
mm,
He's represented by Misa's management, and Mary tried to kick Misa out of the picture when it comes to Votto. By the way, that's how that went, if I remember correctly. Just a
mm.
whole bunch of nothingness over nigga and messy. Ooh, we have a comment, and Diddy's going to be out. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Happy. Diddy's
What?
going to
Hmm.
he's going to be out soon. He didn't get that long in jail. He only got what 2 years.
About
Yeah, I mean,
two and a
they.
half years something before he gets out.
They're gonna. She still got to deal with him after. I
Mhm.
mean,
Mm,
because if Justin has kids, they're the grandparents. She
yeah.
ain't. Once you have a baby by somebody and they don't just disappear out their life, you still end up dealing with them in some capacity, even if you don't want to.
And then
You
we
may
have
end
a
up
comment.
being.
He still has a quarter of his life to fire back, hurt back, etc. And honey, and he's gonna. We about to see a villain of the likes we have never seen before, honey. We thought we knew the baby. Y'all
Yeah.
motherfuckers had a nerve to speak up against me and put me in jail. Oh no, I got something for y'all asses when I get out.
He got to be
Hopefully,
careful.
hopefully he find Jesus in there because he gonna be on probation.
Yeah, eyes are gonna be watching. I mean, if any of those people wind up injured or dead, or you know who they're gonna look
Hmm.
at first. I mean, now he may have gotten away with stuff in the past, but eyes will
He
definitely
can't do
be
it
on
now.
when he comes out. Now, whether he'll get away with it in the future, I don't know. But yeah, he better be double careful.
Hmm.
He said, but the doc just reminds us how everyone around him allowed him. Yep. He look. We have a comment. He's keeping the list. You could see during the wake it up. Yes, especially when he was talking to his lawyers and stuff. Oh, honey, he is making no. He like Santa. He is making a list and checking it twice, honey.
I
I
wonder
got
who.
y'all.
How did he get that footage with him and his lawyer? Did we?
Yeah, so the word on the curb, and if I'm wrong, somebody please, correct me on social media or whatever. But what I because Diddy was actually preparing it. He in his mind, he was gonna beat this. He was gonna get out, and he was recording his own footage with his lawyers to to pretty much do his own documentary of like how he beat this whole thing that was against
Right.
him. But because he ended up losing, he was never able to pay those filmmakers. So 50 Cent and them and
Oh,
Netflix reached in and was like, well, hey,
Oh,
bitch, y'all want y'all
we'll
money?
pay. We'll pay.
oh, ooh, so nasty. Ooh, he's so nasty.
Nasty
Mhm.
work. Nasty work.
You know what? And I watched the because we had the same sign, and so yeah, but when you beefing with somebody, I beef with it's up and it's stuck forever, forever, ever, ever. And so I do know from the cancer side of him, yeah, he will never let shit go with nobody. But
Mhm.
mm-mm, I still don't like him.
Well, I guess this is gonna be enough Diddy news for the day until Monday, because I'm sure there's gonna be a lot more some shit gonna happen over the weekend, I'm sure.
Oh, you better know
Yeah.
it. Shit, by the time we get off of here, you know how it is. By the time we get off of here, I'll be like, oh hell, what happened?
Well, I know
Mhm.
this documentary was so explosive. I can imagine phones was ringing like the night
Mm,
it aired. Like, what is this true? Did you say that? Did this happen?
oh
What is?
man,
Where'd you get that? All
honey,
kind of
you
questions, and
know
so
it
now it's
was.
kind of falling apart. And I'm like, okay. Did he take a little license with the documentary? A little creative license? Hmm.
I don't know, because I'm like, even if he was to do that, he can't tell because remember, like some of the stuff that I've personally read myself, like over the years and stuff, I've personally heard whispers in the streets myself. So
Mm-hmm.
when those people are coming on telling their stories, like the Aubrey O'Days and the Babs and stuff like they have their own experience. I don't know if he could really. You see what I'm trying to say? I don't know if he can orchestrate them because that's shit that happens to them. So they just pretty much recounting. I don't. But then again, who knows? I don't know if there's much creative agency in. I don't know, child. Because it's gonna sound like I'm defending my men, which I am. But still, you know.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I mean, if more comes out, I think if really any more stuff starts coming out, it's really gonna put a bad light on this documentary because it was so explosive. And now, if it turns out that a lot of this stuff was maybe not exactly like that or exaggerated, so far these aren't really that one lie about not paying anybody, and then about the funeral. So that's two things now. Hmm. It's
And
cast
Misa
a doubt.
and Misa said that what Eric was talking about wasn't entirely true.
Oh, okay. That's three things. More
Hmm.
doubt.
So
So,
we see. Well, our next story is somebody else that y'all can't stand and getting tired of, honey. That Ray J, honey.
mm,
So
Damn, he started having news every day. God damn it.
and is, but I have to say, honey, especially when it goes to YouTube, like anything that I post about you Ray J on YouTube, honey, it gets a lot of views. So thank you, girl. But
with your crazy ass.
but I just shared this link from All Hip Hop, and you should see where it says Ray J massive Amex debt may explain Thanksgiving crash out. So Ray J finds himself drowning in a sea of financial and legal troubles as American Express filed a lawsuit demanding $139,849.85 in unpaid credit card debt just days before his Thanksgiving arrest. The November 19th lawsuit against the singer and his Tronics network streaming platform reveals Ray J stopped making payments in May, leaving the massive balance unpaid, according to US Weekly. The timing raises questions about whether financial desperation drove his increasingly erratic online behavior. In a resurfaced interview with Cam Newton, Ray J admitted his public meltdowns are calculated business moves. The worse it gets, the better it gets for us. Impression wise, algorithm wise, profit wise, he explained. So the worse I get, the more money I can make. All I got to do is crash. That strategy may explain his Thanksgiving live stream that ended with his arrest. During the broadcast, Ray J appeared to load a gun while arguing with his estranged wife, Princess Love, over their children. When Love tried removing their daughter from the volatile situation, Ray J threatened another man in the room, saying, "I'll shoot the fuck out of you and I'll kill you." Police responded to the Porter Ranch home around 4 a.m., receiving domestic violence reports. Officers arrested Ray J on felony criminal threats charges, and he posted a $50,000 bail for release. The incident highlights how Ray J admitted strategy of crashing out for profit may have crossed dangerous lines. His Tronics network platform, launched in 2024, appears to be struggling financially, as evidenced by the credit card lawsuit. Princess Love broke her silence after the arrest, accusing Ray J of terrorizing women and confirming he pointed the weapon at her and her family members. She filed for divorce in February 2024, making their fourth attempt to end their turbulent marriage. Ray J denied pointing the gun at Princess Love during the live stream, responding, "I didn't point nothing at y'all," when she accused him. He later posted a since deleted Instagram video defending his actions and denying any intention to hurt anyone.
See, he wasted $50,000 on a damn bill. He could have paid half his bill. Up there wasting money.
Mhm. But that wakes it up though. So I mean, because especially when he just got that. Now he just told us on Cam Newton that the worse I get, the more money I make. He just get that lawsuit notification. I'm sure they probably served his ass before the Thanksgiving holiday. So he was like, "Look, this is gonna be everybody gonna be at home. How can I make this happen?" One thing about a Capricorn man, honey, when I would definitely listen to them when it comes to money, because a lot of them know how to get more of it. It's just something that's in them. I don't know if the stars that affect. I don't know what it is about Capricorn men and money, but they can. Hey, it's making sense now to me because that shit was wild. And then first of all, why would you, as Ray J, as long as you have been in the public eye, think it's a good idea, especially now, do California? Because I think he's out in they out in where Calabasas or whatever the fuck they at in California. Don't they correct me if I'm wrong, but do they not have really strict gun laws out there?
Yeah.
I- uh, so why would you, as Ray J, right now we know now we it's one thing to do some crazy shit like crazy antics, for attention, but a gun, my nigga, these are felonious charges that you're playing with, and the last thing Ray J needs on his background is a felony. So I'm just like, why would you? I know
Yeah.
you need the
And
money,
waste
but
your $50,000. You had to give a person a bail bondsman $50,000. That's a waste of money.
I'm sorry. We have a comment. Ray J need a crazy chick. Say, give me that $50. I spend it the 50,000. I spend it the right way.
Exactly. I got shit to do. He's playing.
And because Calabasas is an hour away from Los Angeles. Okay. Okay. Mm-mm. Well, boy, listen, you better play, honey. MX is just like the IRS. You may play with them, but they do not play with you. You better pay their asses, honey. But they fuck around and if you want them kids to go to college, they will come for them kids' college fund. Allegedly. Allegedly. Um, it says, but CA gun laws are tougher than other states. That's what I thought because from my understanding, because living in New York City, New York City has really strict gun laws as well. And I thought California kind of mirrored that from my understanding. I've only been in
Hmm.
California once, but I
Pretty much
understand
the
that they
West
don't.
Coast, strict gun laws.
Okay, yeah, because I understand that just like New York City, they don't play with no guns out there. So if they catch you with one, even if that motherfucker is loaded or not, you're doing time. So I just don't understand why Ray J, again, being, and we know he do make stupid decisions, but this is way more than that. This is like, bruh, you playing around with the feds, bruh.
Remember what Vince Staples said, okay? Remember what Vince Staples said. He
Touche.
said,
You are absolutely right. Touche. Well, speaking of Ray J, honey, y'all remember when his ass was talking about how Brandy, not well, Brandy's concert, his sister's concert, he feels that Beyonce and her husband can show Brandy some love. Like they always come to the show. They done been to the show 6 times, but none of them ever went by to say what's up to Brandy. Hey Brandy, how you doing? Girl, good show. They ain't do none of that, and Ray J felt the way about it. Well, thanks to my gorgeous moon, because this is actually one of the Breakfast Club pieces that I missed. But thanks to my gorgeous moon who sent it to me yesterday, we're going to talk about it. So I have this link here from, is this Hot New Hip Hop? Yep, Hot New Hip Hop. And it says Beyonce and Brandy allegedly do not get along. Bitch. So there's about a 3-minute video from Lauren LaRosa speaking on the
I
Breakfast
told
Club.
y'all.
You Libra Queen, you sure did say it, and I even said from the beginning when the tour was even. I said these girls do not want to go on tour together, honey. But it looks like Monica and Brandy, are getting along very well. But yes, that Libra Queen did mention that there's a possibility that Beyonce and Brandy do not rock with each other, and it looks like it's a slight chance that might be true. So let me share my screen. And while Lauren LaRosa is playing, I'm gonna go get me another coffee refill. But let's see what Lauren has to say, honey.
All right, y'all. So y'all remember yesterday we did the conversation about Ray J, and he was saying, Beyonce, Jay-Z, come take some pictures with Brandy.
Yeah.
Right.
I got so many phone calls yesterday. Like I didn't even go looking for this. I got so many phone calls yesterday.
From Ray J? Or just
It
from
was
sources?
not. No. It was not Ray J. Let's be very clear. I did
Okay.
not talk to Ray J about this story. That is not the sources that I spoke to. But yesterday, I got calls from people that are close to the tour and people that would know, who called me and said, "Hey, I saw the report, and now there's video circulating online of Brandy walking right past Beyonce backstage and just different things." And they're like, they don't fool with each other. Like they don't. Like,
Beyonce and Brandy?
yeah. So from what I'm told,
Hold on now. Let me
they-
sip my tea.
from what I'm told, they do not fool with each other. I mean, Jess, you made a comment yesterday. You said you can't miss Brandy at that tour.
Yeah.
What you know, Jess?
And no,
I don't know now.
I will say though, that comment with when the person called me, they said, I just want to, thank Jess for, making a point that makes sense, because you can't miss Brandy at the tour. But from what I was told is that, at one point there was a cordial relationship. I was told that Kelly Rowland and Brandy actually used to be pretty close, but even that has subsided in years. But yeah, there's been this whole thing. And from what I was told from the sources is that, this kind of lingered from, Beyonce came up and became the girl. Like Brandy is the girl, and they both are still phenomenal, iconic women in what they do. But at some point during Beyonce's climb, things kind of got a little bit rocky, and they haven't established anything better friendship wise from that point.
So
So
you're saying that Lauren LaRosa is saying that Brandy and Beyonce don't rock
yes,
with each other?
from what I'm being told,
No,
yes.
that's what Lauren LaRosa's sources are saying.
My
That's
sources
Lauren
are
LaRosa's
saying.
sources
Don't put
say.
that on LL
Okay,
Cool, babe.
all
She's
right.
just
I'm just
delivering
here
some news.
reporting
Okay,
it.
all right.
Just
all right.
reporting
Yeah.
some news.
And we don't know the reason why.
I mean, I was pointed to a bunch of different things. So like I said, that there was a conversation around like, Beyonce's come up and, Brandy's take on that. And then some other things that I'll get into, I'm sure, because I'll get some more calls after this conversation.
Oh, Ray J going live right now. Give Ray J about 20, 30 minutes.
Who you like better? Don't answer it. Don't answer it.
Who you like better?
Don't answer
Yeah,
it.
that's a good question. Who you like better? Randy or Beyonce?
Y'all always trying to get me up here. I love
That's a
both
good
of those
question.
women. They are both iconic. I said that about 50 seconds
Good answer.
ago.
Good answer. Good answer.
But yeah, so that's what I've been told. So I mean, all this stuff is circulating now, and I'm sure I'll be providing more. And maybe some people may be screaming at us after this, but we'll be back to have the conversation. I don't know.
Who is us? We ain't report this.
Me, we're here.
Nah,
And
I got your back.
I will say though, from what I was told, it's not like oh my God, I hate her. It's super malicious. It's just they don't. They're just.
So Brandy don't
You
want
just
to
not
be
gonna see
down
it.
with her. She want to be down, but not with her.
Damn.
Yeah, exactly.
You just reporting what your sources told
Exactly.
Interesting. So first of all, shout out to Lauren LaRosa. When I tell y'all I love me some Lauren, she is the one, especially after putting Jess's ignorant ass on there, honey. Lauren is probably one of the best things to happen to the Breakfast Club in recent years. But yeah, that's very interesting. Like damn, they so it's not malicious from what we understand.
Yeah.
They just don't. Yeah, I mean,
Everybody
like,
don't get along or like each other or want to be in each other's faces. I mean, granted, we got people out here like that. You like, I mean, she okay, but I mean, I ain't gonna be in her face. Okay, girl.
well, Lauren did say this morning. I did see a clip this morning where she said those now Lauren is actually standing by her sources. She said, her sources are very reliable, and I'm gonna tell you one thing about Lauren. I believe every word because Lauren comes from a TMZ environment, and we have talked here several times on that show. Harvey Levin runs a strict ship over at TMZ, honey. Don't come up with him and don't come to him and you have not vetted that news. You have not vetted your sources. You have, because one thing about Harvey, he's a lawyer first. So Lauren, she took her practices over to the Breakfast Club, and that's why it pretty much is what it is now. Like a lot of people look to them for their news.
Oh yeah, and I mean, that makes her credible. So people mess with her, and she's a black female, and they gonna go to her. I'm sure now.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm sure she still got all her sources and connections from when she left TMZ, and she's been reputable and not messy. So she's she she's solid out here.
Yep. And so they trying to say that because Lauren mentioned this morning that somebody, I don't know who from maybe Brandy's or Beyonce's, from somebody's camp, they came out and said that what Lauren said is not true. And Lauren said, well, no, I'm standing by my sources. So yeah, kind of like what the White House did with TMZ. The White House tried to say, oh, well, what TMZ said is not true. And what TMZ said, no, bitch, we stand by our sources. So,
And I can almost guarantee that did not come from Beyonce's camp.
oh.
Because she is known to not say nothing. I don't care what you say about me. Speak about me all you want. Like I don't need to say nothing. And I'm speaking as a child of destiny that became a Beyonce fan.
Yeah,
Right.
that is true. She does not speak on nothing. She does not address nothing.
Because watch Witchy. Hello.
Honey, she didn't even address when her sister was beating her husband's ass in the elevator.
Hello.
And we had the
Hello.
video footage of it. Shit, and she ain't saying a damn thing.
Baby, she stood back there and said nothing. And it's actually funny that we were able to bring that up because that's actually a good segue into my next story. So about that whole elevator fight, right? Now, internet detectives have put together theories about what they think happened or what they think was the reason that Solange went off on her brother-in-law in the elevator. And some people have said that it's a possibility because of Jay-Z sent a compliment or he was acting inappropriate with Rachel Roy at that event that they were at. So, bitch, Now, a designer who was at that event, honey, he's actually confirmed that that theory may be true. Cause, bitch, I have this link here from Hot New Hip Hop. Designer reveals what allegedly triggered Solange and Jay-Z's elevator confrontation, bitch. I said, oh, the internet detectives were right. So, fresh details have surfaced about the Solange Jay-Z Met Gala elevator incident with designer Oscar G. Lopez now pointing to a new perspective behind the drama. Well, not new to us, but um, a decade ago, after one of pop culture's most infamous red carpet moments, Lopez provided his thoughts on what he thinks happened the night everything went left at the Met Gala. In a recent interview with Daily Mail, Lopez revealed that it was the result of a simple compliment that allegedly helped spark the entire meltdown. According to Lopez, it all started on the steps of the Met Gala. He claims Jay-Z gave a compliment to Rachel Roy, who was wearing a custom black lace gown that was designed by Lopez. I think that Jay complimented her about the gown, and Beyonce's sister felt that it was not proper. So it was kind of a drama there, Lopez said. Security camera footage later showed Solange pushing Jay-Z into a corner of an elevator as guards tried to intervene. Beyonce looked on without stepping in. Lopez saw it as an unexpected career boost. Any press is good press, he said plainly. Sometimes you benefit from a scandal, not even being part of it. Let's just call it collateral damage. The irony, that same night was supposed to be Roy's fashion breakthrough. Fresh off winning Project Runway Under the Gun, she tapped Lopez with less than 2 weeks to design a one-of-one look. However, Lopez says that Roy arrived late to the carpet and missed photos on the museum steps. When the elevator headlines exploded, however, photos of the gown went viral anyway. That dress was all over the news, Lopez recalled. In the end, the designer believes the night delivered exactly what it was supposed to: fashion, fame, and a moment no one could ignore. However, before this new explanation surfaced, the internet has spent years filling in the blanks on its own. When the elevator security footage first leaked, social media went into overdrive. Hilarious memes flooded timelines. Moreover, the moment turned Solange's confrontation with Jay-Z into one of the most replayed and joked about moments in pop culture history. You, Oscar G. Lopez, thank you, boo.
I know I have to look up this dress because what I don't remember it if it was so memorable that he caused ruckus about complimenting it.
Let me see. Let me see if I can Google it. Cause yeah, I don't remember. Cause I only remember like the infamous photos from that incident with them stepping out of the elevator and Solange's gown. Like that's the one I remember the most. But
And
let me see.
with them saying it
It
was
was.
about Rachel Roy, but
And
It
not
wasn't
about the
about that.
dress.
It was about the Becky with the good hair.
let me tell you, with Solange being my birthday twin, let me tell you, disrespect. You disrespecting my sister? I don't give a fuck who you are. You gonna get these hands.
You've been out here
And I'm
stepping out and thanking you for the give bitch other bitches compliments.
okay. You already in the doghouse, and you think you think shit is sweet? I'm gonna show you. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
what
yeah, yeah.
Beyonce had on was like fire. Like I don't
Yes,
know what beat that you know she was looking real good. That
Rachel Roy wasn't. I mean, and that's well, I just think probably it just he was already in the doghouse, and that just did not help. That's
yeah,
what I think. I
something
think he,
else. Yeah.
yeah, I
I
think he was already there.
so yeah, Oscar is a whole liar because I don't remember none of this dress at all, honey. And it's not that
This
cute.
this
Well,
is
didn't
his
he say she was late and she didn't get no pictures?
But no, he said that they still show photos of the gown afterwards.
Oh,
And I don't remember this gown at all.
and
I
this
well,
was
is
I
giving
think.
Timu.
Oh,
Ooh.
it's given who knew because what
Yeah, it's very basic. It's very pedestrian. But you know what would have set it off? Eyes a shoe.
Period.
okay. Well, when you're
Really would.
right, you're right.
It really would. It really would.
we don't want that shoe up under that mess.
Touche.
What the hell?
What
Well,
was even the theme that year? Because now I'm confused. Because
I,
Oh,
I,
Timu.
This
I think that
transgender.
was the first time the Met Gala got put on my radar for real, for real. I was like, what? Mm.
That outfit Beyonce had on, I'm like, she is
Oh
wearing
yeah.
the hell out of this little bodysuit veil thing, whatever this is she got on. She looks
Look.
good. So what this is right here, I mm-mm.
Mm.
Well, well, our next story, y'all. This is, people are very, I guess people like they're either nosy or they like punishment or they like gory details and stuff. But how about
Yeah.
David? That artist that we've talked about quite
Skip,
a few here.
Oh, that
skip
motherfucker.
it, skip it. I don't want it.
Well, we won't spend too much time on this because it's really a nothing burger. But I mean, not surprising. But y'all should see I just share here by way of hot new hip hop. David named the most Googled person of 2025 amid Celeste Reeves' investigation.
But nobody knew who the hell he was.
Mhm.
Look, look, honey. I was like, who? Who? Sound like a damn owl.
Yep. And you remember like his streams, like amid this case, his music streams went up as well. But Chill
They did.
mentioned again, like that was because people probably just were curious. They didn't know who the hell he was.
Didn't know, had never heard of him.
Hmm.
That's all like he's selling out shows, tour. What? Who is this?
Baby, when that story first broke and he did not deny having anything to do with that body that they found in his car, I said, "Oh, he
Mhm.
did that shit. He did."
Immediately.
Because I know me, if I had my car and I'm on tour somewhere, right, and somebody found the decapitated body in my car, the first thing I would say, "Oh, they ain't got shit to do with me. Who the hell was using my car? Who
A
the hell?"
whole cut up body.
He said
Right.
nothing, but you know what he did do? He had his show like everything was normal, and then gave the audience la boo boo.
Mm-mm.
Girl, la boo boo, nigga, girl. And then, I'm not one of those people like, when the kids find joy in like a new toy or something, the church folk usually say, oh, that's demonic or that's little something. Girl, they did it with Pokemon. They did it with Digimon. That's short for pocket monsters. Those are demons, honey. The whole time your ass just ain't got no money to buy your child a Pokemon toy that he wanted. But anyway, but they said that them Labubus are demonic. I don't know.
Really?
I don't
Goodwill
know.
getting so many of them, they having to throw them away. I'm like, they didn't last long.
Are
Or
they real for Labubus or are they the fake
I,
the little
I
the
don't
little
know.
foo-foos?
I have no idea. They just know a lot of people give them away to the Goodwill. So,
Sheesh. Well, somebody hold on to one because the way I wish I would have held on to my little Furby, which really was maybe a little possessed at one time.
I'm surprised Pokemon stayed around this long. Now it's the cards. Everybody want Pokemon cards. Huh.
Got to catch them all, I guess. Whatever they be saying, Pokemon Go and shit. Yeah.
Speaking of Pokemon, honey, whoever be singing the hell out that theme song, they sang that shit like rent was due, honey. They was busting no. How is you busting notes over 150 Pokemon? But hey, that's that on that. But yeah, I get like I said, this story was a whole nothing burger, and just people are crazy.
Yeah, they're curious about him.
Oh, I'm so glad we have our friends from across the pond here, honey, because we're gonna talk about Meghan Markle. So, well, Meghan Markle's dad, we're going to talk about. I have this link here from TMZ, and you should see where it says Meghan Markle's father has leg partially amputated during emergency surgery. This is actually very sad, honey, but still, fuck him. The way he tried her. Mm-mm. Anyway, Meghan Markle's father had part of his leg amputated after being rushed to the hospital for emergency surgery this week in the Philippines, girl. Happy you heard that? In the Philippines, girl. Well, Thomas Markle Sr. lost his left foot and lower leg during a 3-hour operation Wednesday, his son Thomas Markle Jr. told the Daily Mail Friday. He was rushed into surgery after a blood clot cut off circulation in his left leg and it turned black. Um, Daily Mail was told. Oof. Horrible. Thomas Jr. detailed the seriousness of the situation, saying, "There was no option. I was told the leg had to be removed and it was a case of life or death." He added, one of his doctors said the next 2 or 3 days are critical. They were worried about infection setting in, sepsis, or gangrene. The flesh was black and dying.
Mm-hmm.
Thomas Sr. is now prepared to have another surgery to remove a blood clot in his left thigh, his son said. Thomas Jr., who is his father's primary caregiver, revealed his dad's emergency surgery to the Daily Mail Tuesday, but initially did not disclose what happened. He said he took his dad to the hospital in the Philippines, and he was then rushed to a larger hospital to go under the knife. Thomas Sr. reportedly moved to the Asian country to start a new life away from the reminders of his fractured relationship with Meghan. As you know, they became estranged in 2018 after he was accused of staging paparazzi photos showing him being fitted for Meghan and Prince Harry's royal wedding that May. He did not attend his daughter's nuptials due to suffering 2 heart attacks days before the big day. Meghan has spoken about their broken relationship, telling Oprah during their bombshell 2021 sit down she felt betrayed by his actions. She has not publicly spoken about her dad's latest medical scare. And she's not gonna speak about it. She's like, fuck that white fucker.
Carmelita, is that you?
Okay. Carmen, Carmen is always been in the block cutting. Carmen. Hello, Carmen. Hola, this is Carmen. Yes, honey. That caramel, does not play. You played it, and then your kids, because isn't he her that sister that was talking shit about Megan? Isn't that his daughter too? I believe so.
I guess I don't care enough to
Yeah,
go.
they was all real nasty. They really pulled their Caucasian card and really did a number. And that's why she don't fuck with them. And they did betray her. They were being nasty and they were trying to get rich.
So I have to say, I'm just out of curiosity, and my friends from across the pond. If you all do not want to answer this, because I know when it comes to like freedom of speech and things, we a little bit different over here than what's allowed over across the pond. But I know I just kind of want to hear your feedback because I kind of know I know that y'all have seen like the tweets for especially from Black Americans when that royal wedding happened. And one thing I remember the most is like a lot of us like, oh, we get ready to get a black girl in the print. We get ready to get a black girl in the royal family, black princess, a black prince, time for a black princess. And then a lot of people's like, well, actually she's gonna be the Duchess of such what's it called? Duchess of I forget, but they
Sussex, I
said
think,
she's
yeah.
technically not. Say it
Yeah.
again, bro.
Of Sussex. I think she's Duchess of Sussex. Yeah, the
Like,
Sussexes, yeah.
thank you. Yep. And with us, they were like, well, she's technically a Duchess of Sussex. She's not a quote unquote princess. And black, we weren't trying to hear no. We say, Princess Megan, Princess Megan.
Do you know, I feel really bad for her because over here, they are, I've never seen anything like it. The way they speak about this lady, it's almost
Their
impressive.
racism is jumping
They
out.
are. It is. I have never seen anything like it. It'll be like, oh, Megan breathes. Megan destroys the atmosphere with her CO2 excretions. Da, da, da. And I'm always like, are you guys okay? What's actually wrong with you? And unfortunately for everyone, this is why I like her. She's still going to be beautiful. There's nothing you can do. She's beautiful. She's regal. He loves her a lot, and you can tell. And I think it just gets the what can I call them? It gets the housewives over here just hot. That's why I like it. She's like, okay, but I'm hot. You can't beat me up. I'm beautiful. You can't beat me up. So not now. And she just always and she doesn't do anything controversial. She just wants to like make her jams and love her ginger husband. That's all she wants to do. But I'm always going to be on her side because her dad and that whole thing was just so it was just so like tacky and like money grabby and just it was low brow. I didn't like it. So I'm Team Megan all day long. I just like that she's like, well, I'm hot and he thinks I'm hot. So that's that. I'm Team Megan every day. This guy, yeah, he was definitely, yeah, he wasn't in the Philippines for anything other than nefarious activity. So him and his leg can go sit down somewhere.
Oop. I know that's right. And we have a comment, and he's still going to hit. So, ooh, look, we have a comment. He went from Mexico to the Philippines. Oh, wow. Oh, see, I ain't know nothing about that. Not him in Mexico. Mm. Well, um, somebody should probably tell him you need legs in the Philippines because is it? Never mind.
He needs something. Just no. He needs to go. He needs to crawl under a rock somewhere. He's no. Not.
Well, that's that on that. And shout out to Meghan Markle. Shout out to Prince Harry. Oh, yeah. And regular Andrew, to fuck him. We were talking about regular Andrew, not because he's not a prince anymore. So now he's just regular Andrew, honey. And hopefully, did he talk with the royal family about being their new groundskeeper? Because I think that's probably going to be the only job he can get moving forward.
Can he do security? Can he
Uh,
help with Justin? Because they need to
no,
throw him somewhere else as well.
don't put him in security because there's a chance he'll be able to be around some young people by himself. No, put his ass in the ground.
Exactly. Put him in a dark room by himself. Don't get me started on him. Don't get me started.
Mm-hmm. Well, our next story. So, my favorite tourist actually shared with us the other day. He knew I wouldn't know who this great person was, but Eldon Campbell. He told us about Eldon Campbell passing away, and I have this link here from TMZ that actually elaborates, how he died. So you should see where it says NBA champion Eldon Campbell cause of death revealed. And NBA champion Eldon Campbell cause of death has been revealed, with officials telling TMZ Sports the former Laker died due to an accidental drowning. The medical examiner in Florida says Campbell, who was 57 years old, was pronounced deceased at 8:03 p.m. on December 1st. The news of his tragic death was first announced by his former teammates and professional and college organizations. The 6'11" center spent 15 years in the NBA, more than half of that run with the Los Angeles Lakers, who drafted Campbell in the first round in 1990. He also suited up for the Charlotte New Orleans Hornets, Seattle Supersonics, Detroit Pistons, New Jersey Nets, and they put Detroit Pistons twice here. But anyway, winning a championship with Motor City in 2004. Campbell's family released a statement on the loss saying Eldon was a man of faith who trusted his Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Husband, father, brother, cousin, and friend. He was a man to whom family meant everything. Generous, funny, disciplined, and kind, but could shut you down if required. A man of God, he passed doing what he loved, fishing out on the ocean, enjoying his idea of an ideal day. Campbell is survived by his wife, 4 children, and 3 siblings. What the hell was going on that boat? So you went out fishing and now you drowned by accident? What the hell? And something that you love doing, which tells me that you've done it so many times that you should have a rhythm for that. How? Y'all, something ain't right. I'm sorry. Something ain't right. I ain't saying nothing about nothing. I'm just saying something ain't right. And I'm saying this as somebody now. I want y'all to keep in mind, right? So I grew up in North Carolina. Fishing for the men in my family was actually a very, very huge thing. Like on the weekends, a lot of times, especially on a Saturday morning, a lot of us would go, I hated that shit. I don't want to do nothing masculine, honey. But I'm with the guys. Oh, the guys, whatever, whatever. I hated that shit. But it's some safety measures that you have to take that is kind of like, well, even me as like a novice fisher, right? I know it's certain things that I'm not supposed to do around them waters. So this man who loves fishing, and I'm sure he's probably, I don't know where he's from. I don't know where his background is, but it leads me to believe he probably one of them big cornfed country niggas from the South who has done a lot of fishing growing up. So I don't know, y'all. Something ain't right. Accidental drowning, doing something he loves to do that he's done quite often. Look, maybe he got a cramp. Okay, maybe. Something ain't right. I'm gonna follow this, y'all. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. I hope I'm wrong, but something ain't right. I knew you was kidding, girl. Well, that is that on that, honey. On to a rapper that y'all do not know about. How do I know that y'all don't know who this person is? Because I barely know who this person is. But Black Zach, a rapper out of Columbia, South Carolina. Look, no, let me just say here. Now, as much as I love my South Carolinian brothers and sisters, baby, North Carolina and South Carolina are two different places, baby. Do not ever confuse me with a South Carolinian. I love y'all. Y'all cool, but we are not the same. But anyway.
Not too much on South Carolina.
No, I love them. They cool, but I'm not. Don't put
Not
me in
too much on the South Carolinians, okay?
Don't put
Not
me
too
in
much.
that, honey. That's
My
that's
people
not my
over there.
tribe.
My people over there. Not too much.
That's not my tribe, honey. But well, you need to tell your people, honey, to watch out because Black Zach ass is crazy. He probably still got people on the outside. But y'all should see what I just shared here by way of hot new hip hop. Black Zach reportedly could face the death penalty after federal murder for hire and RICO charges. All these rappers just trying to get each other killed, honey. It's crazy. But Black Zach,
Everybody gotta die.
well, Black Zach has pled not guilty to all charges. Columbia rapper Black Zach is facing the most severe consequences possible under federal law. According to a new report from South Carolina outlet The State, the artist born Zachary Chapman is now under consideration for the death penalty after being charged in an alleged murder for hire plot. Additionally, he's charged for a wide-reaching RICO conspiracy connected to the drug trafficking, robberies, and gang activity. Federal court documents outline a 22-page indictment accusing Black Zach of leading Dirty Money Entertainment, which authorities claim functions as a street gang operating across South Carolina. One of the most serious allegations stems from a September 2021 incident in which prosecutors say Zach placed a bounty on a rival gang member he believes stole his diamond chain. The man was shot and killed the following month. Because the charges include murder in furtherance of a criminal enterprise, the case now qualifies for the federal death penalty. The U.S. Justice Department will ultimately decide whether to pursue it, a process that could take months. In preparation, the court has already appointed learned counsel, a requirement in federal capital cases. Bill Nettles, a former U.S. attorney for South Carolina and one of the state's top defense attorneys, will serve in that role, according to the reports. He will be joined by attorney John Warren, as the law requires a second counsel to assist. Black Zach was arrested on October 28th by the U.S. Marshal Service and is currently being held in Spartanburg County Jail without bond. He has pled not guilty to all charges. If federal prosecutors choose to pursue the death penalty, the case will become one of the highest profile capital prosecutions in South Carolina in recent years, especially given Black Zach's status in the local rap scene. As of now, no trial date has been set, and his legal team has not publicly commented. Oh, child. Senseless, stupid. A diamond chain. And now you face the state killing your ass over a diamond because you wanted to kill somebody over a diamond chain, allegedly. Girl. You know what? I wish Hammy was here because Hammy like to say Durham all the time, and this is a whole South Carolina. So now I don't think the bitch is from Columbia, but I'm like, see, bitch, you see this? Look, South Carolina. Look, but my Libra Queen already said not too much on South Carolina, so I won't give y'all too much. But I will say we are not the same. I love y'all. Hell, I'll even come down there because y'all real close to Carowinds. So while I'm going to Carowinds in Charlotte, I might take a hop skip to go to a gas station in South Carolina because y'all got real cheap gas over there. But other than that, oh, and some fireworks. I go there to buy some fireworks. The fireworks is cool. Well, that's that on that, honey. Oh, y'all. This next story. Let's get into some white people news, honey. So, Charlie Sheen and Brooke Mueller. Y'all remember Charlie Sheen's ex-wife, Brooke Mueller? Baby, she says, Charlie, run me my money. I'm not playing with you. Give me my motherfucking money. And y'all should see where it says here by way of TMZ. Brooke Mueller claims Charlie Sheen owes her $15 million in back child support, bitch. And when I read this story, y'all gonna be like, hold up, he hasn't paid her since when? Girl. So Charlie Sheen's ex-wife Brooke Mueller is banging down his door, ready to collect on the huge bill, about $15 million. She claims he owes her for unpaid child support. Brooke informed an LA County judge she wants Charlie to cough up the money ASAP. In docs filed Thursday and obtained by TMZ, she says the ex Two and a Half Men star owes her $8,967,600 in unpaid child support, plus another $6,418,643 dollars in accrued interest. And the kicker, Mama wants it paid in full in 30 days. She said,
Holy.
"Run me my." She said, "Run me my money and run it in 30 days." Well, Brooke explains Charlie was ordered to pay her $55,000 per month in child support in April of 2010. And there were no issues until July of 2011, when he started sending either partial payments or failed to make any payments at all. So she wants the court to make him pay what she's rightfully owed, plus $25,000 in attorney fees and costs. Charlie and Brooke were married between 2008 and 2011 and share 16-year-old twin sons. TMZ reached out to Charlie's attorney for comment. So far, no word back. Brooke recently opened up about her home life as she struggles with drug addiction, telling people in March the situation is unfair for her kids and that they understand mommy is going to relapse again one day. I actually think we talked about that. I think we talked about it here, but we talked about so much shit, honey. I don't know. But yes, Charlie, you better run her money. She ain't getting that money, honey. 30 days, girl. You want this man to pay you $15 million in 30 days? Okay, girl. 30 days, girl. Okay.
If he was still working on that show, he'd have it.
Touche, yeah. Yeah. Oh, and I think wasn't 2011 around the time where all that where he revealed he was HIV positive, and then it just kind of started a whole chain of weirdness from his part, and he was just doing shit talking about tiger blood and tiger penis and other shit, whatever the hell he was talking about, honey. Like,
Oh, I didn't know anything about that.
yeah, honey. And he used to say, winning. That was his, I remember that. This was back in the old Twitter days, honey. Like winning and that whole and the tiger blood shit. It was so fucking weird. I'm sorry. It was weird.
I don't think
Oh,
he's on any shows. I know he was the highest paid TV actor, but after that went away. What was it, Three and a Half Men or whatever show he was on? I don't remember.
it says he was the highest paid in TV, then all the craziness, and he's still working. Oh, see, Slayonka. First of all, hey Slayonka, and Slayonka put in the comments, winning and Tiger Blood was a cult moment. Exactly. I knew I won't cry. That shit was. I just, it was so weird to me. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Um, but bottom line, get a girl her money. Oh, okay. We have 3 more stories left. Um, So yesterday, y'all remember we talked about Halle Berry. Halle Berry pretty much expressed that she is not a fan of Gavin Newsom because of his lax attitude towards the women and his vetoing menopause bill 2 times in a row. And we actually had a discussion. Y'all actually opened my eyes to some of the stuff that he was behind in California, like such as pricing people out to where they can't, to where it's not even affordable any longer and stuff like that. Well, Gavin Newsom, honey, he actually responded to that when the whole time you had a whole chance to respond to her at that event because you came on right after her. Y'all remember we read that? Soon as she said what she had to say, he came on right after, and then he was so pussy he ain't even address. But anyway, but now he got caught up. It looked like he was at New York's Port Authority, and that TMZ caught up with him, and he had something to say about to Halle about what she had to say, child. I was like, I rolled my eyes so hard when I saw this shit. And y'all should see where it says Gavin Newsom responds to Halle Berry's menopause care criticism. And I feel like this is probably going to annoy y'all too, because y'all know the information that we went over yesterday. But look at what he has to say to Halle. Let me share my screen. Honey, and I just have to, anytime a white man is going to have a chance to disappoint somebody, he is going to take that opportunity and take it quickly. So,
Mr. Governor, 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 how are you, sir? Good to see you. I have a question for you. Obviously, Holly Berry had some comments. Do you have any? She had actually was connected with her manager. We're have the ability to reconcile, so we're reconciling. So, like, I've included it in the budget next year. She didn't know that. Oh, really? Yeah, so we're reconciling. So, how do you? What's your message to women who might have been offended by the bill, or just what do they not understand about the bill that they should understand? They didn't understand we already were in the process of fixing it, so we're getting it fixed. So, did you have you talk to our manager exactly, or Governor? Any chance 2028? Everyone's looking at you, expecting big things. Way premature. 2026, all that matters. Speaker Jeffries. What's the hardest part about your job that nobody really understands? People like you tracking me down, brother. Come on, brother, man, you're the man. Hey, man, I wish you all the best. Thank you for being. I appreciate it.
she didn't know that. We actually had it for the budget for next year. She didn't know that. You mean to tell me a cause that this woman is very passionate about? So if y'all know about Halle Berry, if y'all don't know, she's actually been on her menopause campaign for quite some time now, because she's been talking about, experiencing it. And she said, I need to be honest, because a lot of women go through this stuff, but they're not talking about it. I'm trying to erase the stigma, which I actually love. And I love that she's doing that. So you mean to tell me that this woman, who is very passionate about her cause, did not know what you had on plan for the reason that she said what she had to say, bud, is because she did her research. And I know for a fact your fucking ass did not have no shit like that on your damn agenda for the next year. So you just sitting there playing in people's faces, trying to make it look like Halle is it's that whole angry black woman trope. And I think he's like subtly feeding into that. I did not like this. I thought this was in poor taste, and he should be ashamed of himself. But hey, Slayanka. Slayanka.
Yeah, my bad. I had to put motherfuckers on mute because I'm at work. But I just wanted to say that he didn't have no issue telling her that after the fact, because he realized the backlash that he was getting. Hold on one second. Okay, one moment. Love it. I love being at work. Record that, but I'm still here with the tea. Period.
Ow.
I was gonna say that he didn't address it at the time because he didn't realize the backlash he was gonna get, and when he got the backlash, and when they told him, "Hey, this don't look good," now all of a sudden he want to say X, Y, and Z. That's what I think happened. It was after the fact. As long as the bill gets passed, because I'm maybe 10 years away, maybe less, from menopause. So yeah, so we need to get that in place now. So then when it's my turn, I have all the things that necessary and procedural that I may need to happen. So yeah, that part. But I don't think it was until someone on his team, probably a black woman, told him, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" So yeah.
That part. And I think you're right. And that sounds like very, very likely that's exactly how that shit happened. Because we saw his whole tune change, right? Because at first it was because with the response that we read yesterday, or what was it from his reps or somebody? Somebody was like, "Oh, well, it just wasn't in the budget. We didn't like the language, and that was used. It would have raised the cost of healthcare for millions of Americans and stuff. But you didn't have a problem with raising the cost of housing and real estate and stuff like that. So why are you playing in the people's faces?" And now, all of a sudden it's, "Oh, well, we had it on. She didn't know that. We didn't." How would she know that? You didn't have it out there readily available when she did her research about this cause that she's very passionate about. So stop playing in Hallie's face like that, man. That it was not. I thought that was in very poor taste. And I'm with her. Your ass do not deserve to be president. Fuck you. Anyway, that's that on that, child. Um, the next story, we talked a bit about this as well. And I'm now, because yesterday I already said that I believe Tara Reid when she said that somebody put something in her drink, because we know that what we know about Tara Reid is that, honey, she is the epitome of white girl wasted. So one drink is not going to have her speech slurred or her falling out and laid out. I think somebody, or Sean P. allegedly, did something to her. And they actually have the 911 call So similar to what we heard with poor Stacy's 911 call, where the hotel front desk called the police and reported. This is what happened here. It looks like one of the hotel employees called 911 for Tara, and you'll hear Tara slurring her speech in the background. So give me 1 second. I have this TMZ article that talks about it. You should see here Tara Reid slurs words, sounds intoxicated on 911 audio. So let me share, and we're going to hear this audio together.
Tell me exactly what happened.
We have a guest here that is really inebriated and she needs help from the hospital. She can barely stand. She can barely sit in a wheelchair. She's not responding. Sometimes she's giving unresponsive answers.
You want an ambulance?
Everybody's checked in. Everybody's good. Miss Reed. Miss Reed. Yes, Miss Reed. Sir. She's a celebrity, just so you know.
She's a celebrity?
Yeah.
Okay.
You need to be.
So, is she responding normally?
No.
What?
No, she's not. She's laying on the floor in the hallway. And we don't want her to hit her head if she gets up. We just want to make sure she's all right.
Absolutely. Is she breathing normally?
She is breathing normally.
Okay. Is she bleeding or vomiting blood?
No.
Okay. And does she
She
have
can't
any
walk,
pain?
though. She can't walk.
Okay. All right.
It's just that we don't want to leave her in the room and then she gets up and she falls and does something to herself.
No, I
It's really bad.
No, I understand. They're on the way. I'm sending the
Thank
paramedics to
you.
help you now. Stay on the line. I'll tell you exactly what to
I'm
do
on the
next.
phone with my mom.
Reassure her the help is on the way. From now on, do not let her have anything to eat or drink. It might make her sick or cause further
Yeah,
problems.
no, we're not gonna. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just let her rest in the
she
most
just had a
comfortable
little
position.
water.
Okay. Let her
Okay.
rest in the most comfortable position and wait for help to arrive.
Okay.
Watch her I want you to watch her very closely. If she becomes less awake and vomits, quickly lay her on her side. And before the responders arrive, have someone wave down the paramedics. If she gets worse or anyway, call us back immediately for further instructions, okay?
Okay.
Now that's speaking of, first of all, I just have to say, because I heard Chili, I was over here laughing when you heard when that 911 dispatcher asked the question. You was like, "What?"
Did she just tell you she wasn't responding normally, and she sat and asked her the same thing? Oh my God! I guess she was filling out a form, though. I mean, sometimes they do have to go down a checklist, but she answered that part already. Like, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, but that is very concerning. And remember that what they could confirm is that she literally only had one drink that night. She sat it and she left it on the bar's counter while she went outside with Sean P to have a cigarette. And now all of a sudden she was just flat out slurring her speech like that and stuff. So somebody put some in that girl drink.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot tell me somebody who is the epitome of being white girl wasted is going to fall out like that and slur her speech after one drink. It just does not happen like that.
Yeah, somebody did it to her. Thank God her friends were with her and got her out of there.
Thank God. And I think, I can't prove it, but Sean P, even though he says he didn't do anything to her, the fact that he sent that and sent her those pictures of her like being laid out on something like that and said, "Oh, I just wanted to send this to you to kind of give you a heads up." When have men, straight men especially, when have they ever been that nice? Like, please give me a break. Give me a break. Mm-mm. So and I think it was him. So we might need to be looking at allegedly. We might need to be looking at Sean P. Allegedly. Well, speaking of another P who might need to be looked into, honey, Pharrell. This is our last story of the day. Well, Pharrell heard what was being said about him, honey, not being, apolitical and not having a backbone, honey. He ain't like that. So I just shared this hot new hip hop article Pharrell fires back amid backlash for politics and DEI comments. And I'm gonna just give y'all a heads up. This is a whole bunch of nothing. But last month, Pharrell admitted that he hates politics, claiming that picking a side means inadvertently supporting division. At the fifth annual Black Ambition Demo Day last month, Pharrell shared his take on politics, revealing that he has little interest in them. I hate politics, he explained, like despise them. It's a magic trick, it's not real. I don't believe in either side because I think when you pick a side, you are inadvertently supporting division. Yes, it's not a popular point of view, he continued, but I just gotta say, when I think about it, the wells are drying up. He went on to comment on the idea of supporting businesses based on skin color. Do you think for what it is that you do you think you're the best? Do you want the job because you're black or because you're the best? Pharrell asked. I think now for me, it's about us having the best ambition, and that's the reason why you should support these businesses. Yes, they happen to be black and brown, but it should be based on the fact that they're the best, not because of a shade of skin color. Mm, Girl, anyway. These remarks ended up earning him some backlash, which he seemed to address while accepting the Shoe of the Year award at the 2025 Footwear News Achievement Awards. Soundbite this, he began, as seen in the clip shared by Kirko. And I just want to say, side note, because I love y'all so much, that because that video was like close to 5 minutes long. I love y'all so much, so I decided not to even play that shit here. I'm just read what he said. So he starts off by saying, soundbite this. Since most people don't like to read or do research anymore, soundbite this. God is the greatest. Soundbite this. I'm from Virginia. Soundbite this. You don't know what I know. You ain't seen what I saw. No, you ain't been where I go. I'm from the mud. As a child, nobody's been evicted more times than me. Lights turned off, water turned off, and at times had to pump the water. I'm proletariat. In fact, I think I'm about to mispronounce this. London proletariat. Soundbite this. I had to stay on my feet. Soundbite this. But I could never walk in the shoes of my grandparents, etc. All they had to endure while staying on their feet. Pharrell concluded. Soundbite this. At least a couple of times a day, put down your phone and think on your own. Girl, for real, soundbite this for real. You a fucking coon. Soundbite that, coon ass nigga. If you don't stand for something, honey, you gonna fall for anything. And you, as an Aries, who me and you, we share the same birthday. When I tell you, I'm so fucking disappointed in you. This is such. Like, honey, you have no backbone. It is a miracle you can stand up straight. Like, oh my god, that is crazy. Like, girl, bye. Soundbite. Like, and he was saying that shit like he 800, like it was one of his songs. Soundbite this, da 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 da. Soundbite this, da da da. Soundbite this. You're stupid. You're stupid. You're stupid,
He's
and you're
not
a
making
clone.
it. Yeah, he's not making it any better.
Yes, and you did all this to say all this soundbite this, all this damn poetic nonsense, just to not tell it to avoid telling us that your fucking ass voted for Trump or you didn't vote at all. Like, girl, miss us with the bullshit. Stop bullshitting people. This why people don't like y'all, because y'all be doing too much bullshit. Stupid. Y'all be, you know what, Khalees, where you at, girl? We need for you to come up from Kenya somewhere, girl. Whatever you doing, girl, living like the queen that you are over there in Kenya, and really gentrifying their land if you really want to wake it up. But we need for you to take a second from gentrifying and maybe tell some more tea about Pharrell's ass, because he need to be you need a big old slice of humble pie. Soundbite that. Sparkle. Oh, hey, Isa.
You know when the fashion boys or when the rap boys get into fashion and they become transracial and just start saying nonsense, contrarian stuff, you need to start booing. Boo, Pharrell, boo, boo, get off the stage. You're not better than anyone. You're not more into, you don't sound any smarter. We can, we can make the links. We know what you are. Just stop it. Stop with grow some balls, some bollocks. Grow some bollocks.
I love it. Hashtag grow some bollocks, honey.
Sound like that. That's
I'm so disappointed in him. Like, but honestly, I'm glad that it's coming out because I don't want to. I Pharrell used to be one of my favorite artists. Like, period. With producer, a solo artist when he was with Nerd. I used to love me some Pharrell, but now I would not want to put my support or my money into somebody who is like this. Like, this is. Mm-mm. And it's really giving what Snoop Dogg did, kind of like, oh, I'm a proletariat. Oh well, and then what pisses me off anyway, they always want to bring their story of struggle, of how they used to struggle. Oh, my lights got cut off. Oh, okay, well, how is that helping you now? Because clearly they didn't inspire you to do the right thing. Because if you were one of those people who did that, then you would have voted the right fucking way and not voted to, or even getting your supporters to vote for somebody who is making millionaire or billionaires richer and taking money from the poor. But I mean, what do I know? I'm looking at the comment. Get these rejected clips lyrics off the stage. Exactly. um. Well, that was all the tea that I had for us today. And I actually see a new piece of tea shared in the comment. It says biggest news in entertainment today: Netflix buying Warner Brothers. The content before Discovery purchased them. Writers Union, WGA are upset, and they should be, honey. See. My thing is right when we already have a monopolized situation going on with all the streaming services. When you go down to, even though it's like these little small ones that's trying to do their thing out here, the only thing that when it comes, what we know, Netflix, HBO Max, maybe Prime, and I'm sure I'm missing one, but that's when you think of like these are the top three, top four, whatever. Now you mean to tell me that this Netflix that's already dominating everything when it comes to the entertainment streaming world, you're now going to acquire another? I don't. It's a big corp taking advantage of this loosey goose of today's. There you go. And it's only going to hurt people at the end, especially hurt poor people at the end. So,
Yeah, didn't isn't HBO being bought up or merging or something with somebody?
well, they were supposed to be changing their name back because remember they just changed it to Max at one period of time. Then it was like, oh well, let's put the HBO back on there because people getting confused or whatever.
Yeah, Netflix is gonna get HBO Max.
hmm
Wow.
And I do not. That is a problem, honey. They like you are already a giant. What do you need HBO Max for? Or maybe HBO Max having trouble paying the bills and they reached out to Netflix. I don't know. Oh, then we have a comment. Disney is the largest studio. Them either either Warner Brothers or Universal. Well, go ahead, Libra Queen.
And did y'all see that little nothing burger of a story where Blueface apparently bid on Warner Brothers, the purchase of Warner Brothers for $45,000? I was like, well, damn. And it sold today for 89 billion, I believe, something
Billion.
like that. Yeah. Yo, $45,000, baby. I mean, that's all you got?
Girl,
You need some money?
you know
Do
what this
you need
reminded me
some?
of? Do y'all remember the movie Harlem Nights when they had
Lord,
that shootout and then the person kept shooting that little bit of gun?
Yeah.
And it was like, you and that $45,000 little gun. Stop shooting that shit. Put that little bit of shit away.
Can you imagine?
That was Arsenio telling him that. It was so funny.
Funny and iconic. Imagine Netflix headquarters in Silicon Valley. Next thing I'm telling you, honey, but look, because y'all, it may not look like it now, honey, but next thing you know, we're gonna have Netflix branded TVs, Netflix clothes, Netflix socks. Your kids going to the school sponsored by Netflix.
Netflix Stadium.
Listen, the way that Netflix
Look,
has
the
come up,
monopoly is sick.
but the way that they have come up though, because remember when Netflix used to be the bootleg, low key on the cool, you got to go get your DVDs, dollar DVDs,
They come to your house. They mail it to your house.
and they
You
had
used to
they
get
had
DVDs
the vending
mailed to your
machine
house.
that you could get them from a vending machine that they used to have. Yeah, Netflix said, "I'm playing the long game on your hoes. Okay, you finna get this cheap content today, but down the road we're gonna get the real dollars." Yes.
Look here. We're going into a monopoly era. Too many big companies gonna be
It's just gonna be like 6 companies owning everything. It's gonna be bad for us.
Hmm. I don't like it. I'm sorry. I do not like this. I just nothing good will come of it. Cause it's like look at and if you want a good example of how this is gonna work, look at T-Mobile. And you see how T-Mobile done bought up everything, honey, down to Sprint and who else? And now to when it comes to cell phones, now what we don't even have as many options as we used to have anymore. We got what AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile. And next T-Mobile gonna be because I think they tried to buy Verizon at one point, if I'm not mistaken. I'm probably misremembering, but I remember they tried to do something with either AT&T or T, and you see that they are a whole monopoly and they are damn near unstoppable. So
Not much on T-Mobile now, okay?
see, look, and now she got my Libra Queen ready to beat my ass over, honey. You see how this is, and now
Listen,
it's gonna
when
happen
they
with
got
Netflix.
listen, when the service supports the price point, you know what I'm saying? Not too much. Not too much.
Well, y'all, that was all the tea that I had for us today. So before we head out and before I wish you all a fabulous weekend, did anybody else have any tea that they want to share or any tea that I might have missed? Okay, y'all. Well, thank you for taking time out of your busy day to come and sip tea with me. A special thank you to both Isa and Nicola for coming to chat with us from across the pond. And again, please come back anytime that you have time with other to chit chat with us and sip tea.
We
We
will. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you having me on. It's been so much fun. So thank you so much and lovely to meet everyone. And I love you guys. Don't worry, I'll be tuning in. And I will definitely be back. I'll hold you to it. I will hold you to it.
Yay! Well,
What
thank
she
you.
said, innit?
Yes, honey. Well, on Monday, y'all, we also have another special guest. We have a special surprise, a rapper by the name of IKP, who I know you are all going to love and enjoy. He just released his latest single today, so go and check that out. And he's going to chat with us on Monday's show. But until then, you all have a fabulous weekend.
Bye, everybody.
You too,
Cheers.
baby. Bye,
Love you
guys.
Catch you fall. Catch you fall.
guys. Catch
Catch
you.
you for.
Bye.